everyone, it's your girl, TheKyannaSimone, and I am back on Screamers. I am back with another video. As you can tell by today's title, this is part 3, episode 3, volume 3, whatever 3 you want to call this, of Chronicles of Crushes.
This is the kingdom. Wine and free it up. Wine and free it up. Free it up. Wine and free it up. Wine and free it up. Every beat I need, free it up.
AKA my journey to my sexuality, AKA me crushing on every single girl I saw that I thought that was cute that I had no goddamn chance with. So this crush, we're gonna call this girl Miranda. It's a horrible name, but Miranda, we're gonna go with Miranda, okay? So me and Miranda went to high school together, and it's funny because when I started to really crush on Miranda and really like Miranda, I had a boyfriend. Truly had a boyfriend, and I think we were together for either a year and a half or 2 years. When I started crushing on Miranda. And of course at this moment, yes, I know I had a crush on her, yes, I know I wanted to be with her, but I didn't really understand what being a member of the LGBTQ community was. I just knew this was a human and I was crushing on this human, and that was about it. Let me just tell you the dumb things I've done to try to get Miranda to like me, knowing it wasn't gonna happen in the end. Alright, so first of all, me and Miranda got really cool at some point in the school year. I don't know which point in the school year. I couldn't really pinpoint what grade, but we did get really cool in the school year. And then we also used to do like school activities outside of this, aka we used to like dance together and stuff like that. When I really started to like Miranda, I would like just try, of course, like all my crushes that you will see the progression here, I'm always trying to be on top of them 24/7, right? I love who they are. I get to just be in their presence and be in their aura, right? But if I'm like 15, 16, you know, that could be kind of annoying maybe. You know, teenagers don't be really wanting people to be on top of them like that. So I try to not be on top of her all the time, but like I knew I couldn't help myself because a lot of times I wanted to be like next to her, walking down the street with her, if we were walking down with our friends, right, and stuff like that. And I knew I was like ODing. So as me and Miranda started to get cool, we had nicknames for each other. I started to get to know her better. You know, the basic things we ask somebody: favorite color, birthday, where you grew up, stuff like that. And you know, when I found out this pieces of information, especially their favorite color, I started to like put my favorite color and their favorite color together. Everything I kind of bought was our favorite colors, which would be red and purple. You know, I just started to intertwine the two colors because I was like, damn, I'm about to be with this girl so much. Like, I want this girl so bad, right? And everything I did was solely trying to, you know, foster that relationship. Mind you, again, I have a boyfriend, like legit have a boyfriend at this point. And no, I did not just meet him, like we are really in a relationship for like a year and a half or 2 years at this point. But I am like obsessed with this girl. Later on down the line, I spoke to another friend and they were like, hey, like all their friends knew how I felt about Miranda, but I couldn't see like how I felt about Miranda, right? So they were kind of like, yo, why is she with this guy when she clearly likes Miranda? Oh, she must not know she's like gay yet. She must not know she likes girls yet, stuff like that. I didn't know. I really did not know what was going on. I just knew here's a human that happened to be a girl and I like this human. So again, just being around Miranda, blah blah blah, you know, doing the typical young age school girl, whatever. Oh, let's put our last names together, blah blah blah. Again, I don't know, right? But I'm doing all that shit. And so one day my boyfriend at the time and Miranda had a class together, and I asked my boyfriend to ask Miranda how they felt about me. I remember this distinctly. I wish I had this note. Up until like 3 years ago I had this note, right? And I don't know where it is now. But anyway, here nor there, right? So I asked my boyfriend to ask Miranda how Miranda felt about me, like that, right? So on the note, oh my god, I want to find this note so bad. So on the note, it was like, hey, how do you feel about Kay? And then like, oh, she's cool, she's fun, stuff like that. Like, we hang out, like, that's my girl. Not like that, but like, that's my girl. Like, you know, it's cool, whatever. And he's like, oh, well, you know, I think she might have a little crush on you. I got to find this note. She's like, oh, well, she might have a little crush on you or whatever. You might want to go figure that out. And she's like, she have a crush on me? She's like, nah, she don't have no crush on me. Like, we're just cool, we're just friends, like, we're chilling, whatever. It's nothing like that. And he was like, okay, like, because he know that, like, I kind of have a crush on her, whatever. So he's like, oh, okay, like, I just wanted to tell you, blah, blah, blah. So then he showed me the note, and I was like, oh, like, dang, it's really over. For me and Miranda, just like, dang, I ain't never gonna get Miranda. Again, mind you, I have a whole boyfriend talking about something, never gonna get Miranda. So after that point, like, I did still try to be friends with her. I did kept cool with her and stuff like that. We had a falling out like when I got to college and stuff or whatever. But yeah, like, yo, it's funny because again, like, I had a boyfriend, and even then I was like, I want to be with Miranda. And it's just, it goes to show, as I'm like looking back on these stories and telling you guys these stories, like, it goes to show that like sexuality really starts from a young age. Finding out your sexual identity really starts from a young age, whether you know it or not. And as we keep talking about this, it's just like, damn, like, what was I doing with a boyfriend for real? Like, I really do think about that. Like, what was I doing with a boyfriend at like 15, right? Because the way I felt about women before 15 was like, this didn't make no sense. But again, even though in today's day and age, like, it's a little more accepting to be like a part of the LGBTQ+ community, back then it wasn't. Like, back then when I was 15, like, I couldn't say that, right? I could not say that at all. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I could have said that and maybe been okay. But then, like, looking, you know, later on in my life, like, I definitely couldn't have said that, you know, when I was 15. But either way, that is the story of Miranda. This is volume 3 of the Chronicles of Crushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around for part 4, either sometime this month or the month after, because these just get dumber and dumber. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, post notifications, follow me on my social media. It's going to be in this bar right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.